Quick hit here from NHK World. Japan hotels change strategy as Chinese stay away. Take a look at this one.
During the Lunar New Year holiday starting Sunday, Japan used to see a surge of visitors from China, many on shopping sprees.
This year, things are different.
God, Newsroom I like the format of Newsroom Tokyo. I think it's very good primetime news program. As you just saw, that was a really awkward pregnant pause, moving from one camera angle to the other and getting started on reading. They have got to pick up the pace. As someone who has worked in American-style newsrooms, this sort of thing absolutely would not work. You would have news directors and program directors absolutely livid over their flagship primetime program being this slow and plodding in pace. And I mean, I know these are native Japanese. English is not their first language, but man, we got to pick up the pace here, people. This is way too slow. Probably just the teleprompter being delayed as hell. That's possible. That is possible. I know that this sort of thing would just have, like I said, news directors, program directors tearing their hair out and screaming and throwing things at people.
Levels have tumbled as Japan-China ties worsen. The drop follows a warning from Beijing urging its citizens not to visit, citing safety concerns. And that came after Japan's Prime Minister spoke about a possible Taiwan emergency. And let's take a look at how hotels in Japan are coping.
Gamagori City in Aichi Prefecture, central Japan, is on the so-called Golden Route, connecting Osaka, Kyoto, Mount Fuji, and Tokyo,
is that what they call it?
all popular tourist
Makes
spots
sense.
among Chinese visitors.
It's beautiful out
This
there.
hotel in the city has been making efforts to attract them.
Well, those efforts have been in vain, apparently.
It added signs in Chinese. It even started subscribing to Chinese newspapers for the guests to read. Last February alone, it accommodated about 1,500 Chinese travelers, accounting for half of all its guests for that month. But this year, the hotel has been hit hard by Chinese tourists canceling their reservations. About 2,000 called off their plans, resulting in 0 guests from China this month. A fact sent from a travel agent says due to recent political circumstances.
We feel it's a pity. I want to welcome them personally.
Some hotels are trying to attract more tourists.
They're not coming, so you're not going to be able to welcome them personally because they're not showing up. And they're not showing up because it's people being used as weapons of economic warfare between China and Japan. And yeah, there's a lot of hotels, a lot of whole towns and cities that are built on Chinese tourism in Japan. I think it's a mistake to be so dependent like that, especially when things like this can happen. They really should have been diversifying and trying to attract a good balance of tourists from within Japan and also from other parts of the world too.
Some hotels are trying to attract more tourists from other countries.
Good.
This hotel is now targeting guests from Europe and the United States.
I mean, at least they'll be better behaved. I don't know if anybody else has had to deal with Chinese tourists before, but they can be very badly behaved. I mean, granted, you got people like your Johnny Somalis and whatnot that come over and act like complete nuisances. But by and large, most Western tourists know how to behave themselves. Be easy if they could find a way to make flights cheaper. Yeah, that's kind of the nature of the business. You want to cross the Pacific or the Atlantic, you're going to pay at least $1,000. That's just the unfortunate reality of things.
This room the hotel laid on last month is designed for such visitors. Unlike some Chinese tourists who visit on weekends, travelers from Western countries tend to stay longer. The room is nearly 100 square meters, allowing as many as 6 guests to stay comfortably.
Oh, this is Washington Hotel Group. Okay. Washington Hotel Group, I believe, is the same group that owns the Hotel Grey City, which owns the famous Godzilla Hotel in Shinjuku. It's part of a network of other hotels all across Japan and I think some other parts of Southeast Asia. But yeah, definitely got extended stay vibes here if you've got an all-in-one washer-dryer combo in the bathroom like that. Definitely something you only find in like Airbnb-style accommodations or service departments, that sort of thing.
It has amenities and equipment for people staying for extended periods, including
That's
a
good.
washing machine and a video screen and projector.
Oh, that's cool. You really don't see that in a lot of, well, in hardly any hotels. A full projector? That's awesome. I'd pay a little bit extra for that, I would. Can't wait to go back to the Grey Street Shinjuku, saving up for my 20th with the missus. Let me know how it goes. I'm not one to crash the party. I know three's a crowd, but damn, I wish I could go with you, man.
It was a big investment for the hotel, but management believes it will pay off, as there seems
It
to
will.
be a change in customer demographics.
欧米圏のお客様の方が
Americans and Europeans
cute.
are more likely to stay for a relatively long time. We have to be ready to welcome many customers from around the world instead of targeting just one market.
ご用意が必要
That's
と
smart
考えておりま
business.
す。
Experts say Japan's tourism industry, which had long benefited from a large volume of Chinese tourists, is now at a major crossroads.
I think we'll see more efforts to attract visitors from Europe and the US. Now the efforts to bring in Chinese tourists are dominant. If we stick to China, that will invite risks, including political and economic ones. Targeting different countries is ideal. I think that has come to stand out after Chinese visitors declined sharply this year.
As Japan's tourism industry absorbs the loss of a significant part of its customer base, it seems likely that business operators in the country will be looking to adopt a more risk-resistant strategy. Fukushima Masahiro, NHK World.
Now, if they could just do something about the Indian and Middle Eastern lot that make their way through, I think they could get back to just being 100% pleasant and just overall wonderful.